Leigh Childs is the martial arts success guy, guaranteed to grow your business.
This is Leigh Childs, the martial arts success guy, and welcome to the fourth and final part of the Survive and Thrive report. I hope you got the marketing plan I sent along with the last email and the bonus week 51 recording. Today, I'm going to share with you 7 of the most important things you have to have in place to survive and thrive in 2009. These things are essential, and the difference between you taking my advice or not could quite possibly mean the difference between your school staying open or closing in 2009. Let's first of all recap on the previous reports. In part 1, I spoke about the media hype and how you should be using it to your advantage. If you haven't put that call into your landlord by now, then you probably should. Hey, as a sidebar, if you are the landlord, i.e. you own your own building, then you may want to speak to somebody about refinancing the loan. There are some great interest rates available at the moment. Now, I also recommended the regeneration letter, which I shared with you live, and I know some of you have used it already and had some incredible success. Again, this process should be used around every 6 months or so, just to keep those new enrollments coming in. In part 2, I covered the new payment method, which has gotten a lot of questions. A method designed to be more flexible for the student. But again, and I can't emphasize this enough, this is only to be used if you know that you are losing business as a direct result of just price. In part 3, I talked about how important having a marketing plan really is. And then of course, just as important, following that plan. So, this brings me to part 4, where I'm going to uncover the 7 things you have to have in place to make sure you stay in business in 2009. Let's get started. First things first, for your martial arts program, you have to have a series of upgrades. My recommendation is that you have at least 3, a basic, a leadership, and some form of CIT. Now, this is standard for any school that's going to survive. You really must have different programs and programs in which you can upgrade your students to. Next, step 2, you have to have a higher ticket item for your students to purchase within their first 4 weeks of them starting training. i.e., one of the programs should be around 10 times the price of their original program. For example, your basic is 700, your leadership should be around 7,000. Step 3, your schedule has to be laid out so that leadership program is showcased immediately after every basic lesson. So the basic lesson has an extra 15 minutes in it that includes the leadership portion of the class. This allows the basic students to see exactly what they're going to experience in leadership. It makes sense, right? Step 4, you should be teaching, get ready for this, no more than 10% of your active student count. This is the biggest mistake small owners make. They spend too much of their time teaching 2 or 3 students in a class. This is not a good use of your time as an instructor, nor is it a great environment for the student. Make sure you have at least 10 to 15 students in each class before you open another class. Making the classes more available doesn't make them more affordable. Step 5. If you have 100 students or less, you should be spending 70% of your time marketing your business, getting in front of new customers. That means physically getting in front of new customers, not writing newsletters or redesigning your logo. A basic rule is for every hour of teaching, you do at least an hour of marketing. Unless you have 100 students or less, then you should double your effort on the marketing side of the business. This is pretty important, folks. Everybody makes a huge mistake when it comes to allocating the amount of time they should be teaching classes. Step 6. This is an important one. You might want to write this down. Stop watching the news. This is very important. Whatever happens, happens. You are not in the news business. You're in the business of changing people's lives who watch the news. Do not, I repeat, do not be sucked in by the media hype. Good, bad, or steady, it's all in your head. You do not need hundreds of students to run a highly profitable martial arts school. And lastly, step 7, get yourself a coach, a mentor, or someone you can or have to report to. You see, if you've been in business for any length of time and are not growing, in fact, some of you may be even shrinking, then you need to find someone who knows things that you don't. Sometimes it's not just a case of finding out anything new, it's being reminded of what you should be doing. Because let's face it, we can all be distracted by the other seemingly more important things in our lives. So, in a nutshell, that's it from me. I know that there's a ton more information I have to share with you. But again, I also know that free information is rarely used or even taken seriously that often. I do hope that you've not only taken the time to watch the reports and taken notes, but you've actually applied the information. After all, there are men, women, and children in your community right now who are in desperate need of the leadership skills you have to offer. It's not knowledge that is power, but only applied knowledge that will really make the difference to your martial arts business. So please, go ahead and apply some of this knowledge. Well, that's it from me. This is Leigh Charles, the Martial Arts Success Guy, wishing you sincerely every success and looking forward to helping you grow your school real soon. Good luck.
Change your business today.